Buffalo, New York, some swift charges for two police officers involved in this disturbing viral video that shows an elderly man, 75 years old, violently shoved to the ground and then left unattended. The Erie County District Attorney just this last hour defended his decision to charge those officers.
Those who say and who are going to argue that I am grandstanding here by charging police officers, I've prosecuted 6 police officers. I said 5 last week. I forgot about one in Hamburg. I've prosecuted 6 police officers in the past 3.5 years for criminal violations. I'm not Johnny come lately to the table here. I've been doing this since day one of my administration.
And joining me now, Maya Wiley, MSNBC legal analyst and professor at the New School. We're going to get into this one here because there's some disturbing aspects of it. First of all, the charges. What do you make of those?
Well, I honestly have not had time to review the charges themselves. I think there's no question that charges are appropriate based on what we saw in that video. That looked like an aggravated assault. It was uncalled for. Apparently, this gentleman, at least just by virtue of what you can see in the video, was doing nothing to suggest that he was either a danger to public safety or the police officers themselves, or that he had any intention of failing to or refusing to comply with direction.
And you know what, Maya, as we've been speaking, I've just gotten an update here. Apparently, these 2 officers were charged with second-degree assault. It is a felony. Both have pleaded not guilty. They're released without bail. They are scheduled to return to court on July 20 for a felony hearing. Something else that we're told for those, one of my colleagues, one of my writers who was watching the live event as those 2 police officers went into court for that hearing and then returned, there were a number of police officers and firefighters outside cheering them as they left the courthouse. Now, I get the code of blue. I get supporting your brothers in arms with your firefighters and police officers. But the fact that this is all centered around a case of a 75-year-old man who gets knocked to the ground, subsequently bleeding from his ear, with other police officers stepping past him as he is on the ground suffering. What does that say to you?
This is a clarion call to all Americans to get in the streets and join protesters, in my view, because it absolutely reinforces the very reason we are seeing demonstrations day after day, night after night, about the excessive force that police use. And frankly, the demonstration that police do not believe